Hey, welcome back to 2DG. We've got another beer review. What do we have?
Well, today we have the first one from 2017, so you're aware. But this one, and I'm not too sure about the name, but it's part of the Smokestack series from Boulevard, which we've done one video, I think, prior, and it was the Aztec chocolate one, which wasn't great. But anyway, this one is just called the Collaboration Number 6, and it's a barrel-aged blend between 4 different beers. Their Imperial Stout X, which is their tart cherry stout, the Bourbon Barrel Quad, which sounds delicious,
yeah.
And then 2 from Firestone Walker. There's Sticky Monkey and Velvet Merkin, which I've never had either of those. I've seen Beer Geek Nation do a review on both of them, and he seemed like he was rather satisfied with them, but we'll see.
It's almost like it's going to be, anyway, collaboration week.
I have no idea.
No, it's not. It could be. You don't know.
Yeah, well,
we're going to get it open.
Let's get it open.
That would be not a bad one. We could do a collaboration week.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we got some in the wings that...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've almost thought about putting our beer list together just to show you what's on deck. Maybe you could vote for what you want us to do next.
Hey, that might be an idea. We won't rip off like Greg's beer reviews thing.
Pop that.
Well,
I thought about that, but look at that. Come right out of there.
I did champagne on New Year's Eve, and it hit the ceiling. I wasn't expecting that. That was my fault, so I was a little worried about that one.
Champagne hit the ceiling. Is that like SHTF? Anyway.
My God. The floor?
The fan.
Oh.
Never heard that?
Not abbreviated.
That was, I think, in the movie Airplane. They actually show it.
Pretty sure you didn't let me watch that.
Come on over.
You can see here up close, well, maybe, he's following pretty close here on the bottom, but we got new glassware. You can see that. This is actually coming out a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
I wondered with that quad.
We actually haven't done too many quads on the channel either, not that this is exclusively that, but it's kind of interesting.
Alright, so
look at it here, a nice, it's a little hard to see in the light, but a nice brownish, all like reddish.
Yeah, it's kind of got almost a little bit of a caramel.
Yeah, it is very hazy looking. It was a nice, probably finger and a half. I've had it dissipated.
It's a real nice creamy head, though.
Yeah. Is there any stiction?
Surprisingly, it's not as much as I thought, but yeah, a little bit.
Okay. All right.
You can probably see it right by that cool logo there.
Let's nose it.
Yeah, let's do that. Most interesting. Sound like my niece.
It's a little underwhelming.
From a distance, I thought I was getting some soy, but
you get toffee caramel, a little bit of like a weird kind of acidic note.
There's a fruit.
Yeah.
There's almost when it settles, there's almost a little bit of a dark toffee caramel-y.
It's dark fruit, alcohol. Yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah,
but hold
definitely.
on. I don't know if that's from the quad, but there is almost like a slight appley, acidic smell.
Well, there is a tart beer in here, so...
Oh, that's true. I bet that's what it is.
Well, let's taste it.
Oh, cool.
Go ahead.
Trying to warm it up or something. Quite a bit of carbonation in this, but it helps to form like a bubble air on your tongue, so it feels, I think, smoother than it is, velvetier than it is, because it's actually kind of a thin beer, which, it's alright, it's actually working well, I think. But it doesn't have that thicker coat your tongue.
I think it's disappointing. Truthfully, there's not a lot of depth of flavor to it. There is a nice, like you said, carbonation level to it. Probably a lot more than I thought there was going to be, but the cork did kind of pop out. Very thin. You get a little bit of that sweetness in there, caramel toffee-ish, but it's real mute. You get like a weird, kind of like he was saying, like a fruitish, like apple-y kind of thing towards the back end. Nice alcohol heat going down, but the alcohol really kind of overwhelms everything on about the back third of the palate.
And it seems like we've been saying this a lot lately, but to me, this alcohol, playing with that almost fruit flavor, it's kind of, and tartness, is making it medicinal for me.
Yeah, it's...
but I'll be straight with you, I don't mind this.
Okay. So I tried to pull it up. This is fairly new, at least in our area it is. I was able to pull up a whole bunch of other collaborations that they've done or as part of their smokestack series all together, and this one did not come up. So we're going into this one blind. Truthfully, I don't even know what to call this one as far as style. We'll go ahead and throw it into...
Fruit?
Yeah, let's do fruit beer just because...
Sorry.
We'll do fruit beer just because it's got a quad in there. I'm not sure. I think Velvet Merkin is a stout. I'm not sure about Sticky Monkey, and then the quad. But yeah, we'll do fruit beer. It's more kind of in line with a Crazy Dogfish or something like that.
That's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah. So style.
Style. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think it's well done. I like the flavors, I like the execution, and the mouthfeel is actually pretty good considering the flavors. I think it goes well with the flavors. If it were stickier, I don't think it would work with the tartness as much. So I'm going to go 8.5. I enjoy it.
I'm going to do a channel New Year resolution, and I'm going to quit being as nice as I am. 7.5. It's not great. And after reading everything that's on the bottle, a lot of it's my expectation. I guess you could say it's my fault, but truthfully, it's not that great at all. The nose is okay. It doesn't really carry through any of the bourbon like I had hoped, especially when you consider, all the tendencies that a quad brings, which is that caramel fruit, and then the other two from Firestone Walker that I have seen reviews on, and I've expected a lot better from it. The alcohol is fairly prevalent, which whatever. It's a high beer, but I've had beers that are higher that hide it a lot better. Said mouthfeel is just tremendously disappointing, and then the flavor, yeah, it's just bad. 7.5.
Wow.
Overall.
Overall, I'm going to stick at 8.5. I do like this. I think the flavors play well together with the mouthfeel. I think it all works. It's just, looking at the bottle, it's probably not what I expected. And since I've not actually had any of the contributing beers, I can't say anything about those separately. But I think it's a solid beer.
I think it'd probably be better without the tart cherry thing.
Possibly.
God, hang on. Yeah, I'll stick 7.5. It's... number one, it was a lot. I don't even truthfully remember what I paid for it. I know I overpaid now. It isn't one that I'd go back to, even if you want one that's gonna warm you up in the winter. I wouldn't even consider it. That's a shame. I've liked about every other beer that I've had from Boulevard. Not this one. That's such a shame.
It's too bad. I enjoyed it. So anyway, I guess that's the review.
Yeah, so we significantly differed, and we don't usually do that a lot. Welcome to 2017.
But if you do want to see our reviews down below, I'm going to start including a link to a spreadsheet that shows all our past reviews. It also has links to the video so you can watch it and see why we rated it the way we did. We also include I think it's the Rate Beer rating next to our ratings. So check that out if you want.